If your water bill climbs every summer and your garden still doesn't look as good as it should, the problem probably isn't how much you're watering. It's how you're watering. Most gardeners are wasting a genuinely surprising amount of water every single week, water that costs real money, and in a lot of cases, is actually hurting the plants it's meant to help. I'm going to walk through the exact habits that are causing that waste, and the simple changes that fix all of them for free. Welcome back to Thrifty Root Garden. This channel is about growing more and spending less, and watering is one of the most overlooked places where money quietly disappears every season, because most of us were never actually taught how to do it properly. We just water the way we've always watered. Every habit on this list is common, easy to miss, and completely free to fix. None of these require new equipment. They just require watering with a bit more intention than most of us give it. Let's get into it. Number 1. Watering on a fixed schedule instead of checking the soil. Watering every single day out of habit, regardless of whether the plant actually needs it, is one of the most common sources of waste in a home garden. Plants don't need water on a calendar. They need water when the soil dries out, and that varies by weather, plant type, and even the time of year. Checking the soil a couple of inches down before you water takes 10 seconds and prevents watering that's simply not needed. Number 2. Watering the leaves instead of the roots. Spraying water over the top of a plant feels thorough, but most of that water evaporates off the leaves before it ever reaches the roots where it's actually needed. Watering directly at the base of the plant, at soil level, means almost all of that water goes where it counts instead of evaporating into the air or running off the foliage. Number 3. Watering in the middle of the day. Watering during peak afternoon heat means a significant portion of that water evaporates before it has a chance to soak in, especially in full sun. Watering early in the morning, before the heat of the day sets in, gives water time to actually reach the roots instead of disappearing off the surface. Number 4. Using a sprinkler for the whole garden. A sprinkler waters everything indiscriminately, including bare soil, pathways, and areas that don't have plants in them at all, which is water spent with zero return. A watering can or a soaker hose aimed directly at the base of your plants delivers water only where it's actually going to be used. Number 5. Skipping mulch. Bare soil dries out far faster than mulched soil, which means a bare bed needs watering more often just to stay at the same moisture level a mulched bed holds naturally. A 2 to 4 inch layer of mulch, using nothing more than shredded leaves, straw, or wood chips, dramatically cuts down how often you need to water at all, and it costs next to nothing if you're using materials you already have. Number 6. Watering shallow instead of deep. A light daily sprinkle wets only the top inch of soil, which trains roots to stay shallow and dry out fast, meaning you end up watering more often just to keep up. Watering deeply but less frequently encourages roots to grow downward into cooler, more stable soil, which means the plant actually needs less water overall to stay healthy. Number 7. Ignoring container drainage. Containers without proper drainage hold onto excess water, which means you end up watering less effectively because the soil never actually dries out enough to need it, while the roots sit in soggy conditions that eventually kill the plant. Making sure every container has real drainage holes means the water you do use is actually being absorbed and used, instead of sitting stagnant at the bottom of the pot. If any of these sound familiar, subscribe. This channel is built around finding the small, free changes that make a real difference in your garden and your budget. Let me know in the comments which of these 7 you're doing right now, because most gardeners are doing at least 2 or 3 without realizing it. Quick recap. Watering on a fixed schedule instead of checking the soil, watering the leaves instead of the roots, watering in the middle of the day, using a sprinkler for the whole garden, skipping mulch, watering shallow instead of deep, and ignoring container drainage. Every one of these is a free fix, and together they can genuinely cut your garden's water use and your water bill by a noticeable amount. That's the full list. If this changes how you water this week, hit like. It helps this channel reach more people trying to garden without wasting money doing it. And subscribe if you want next week's video the moment it's up. I'll see you in the next one.